Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Calling the Shots. I am Kiki.
And I'm Sarah.
And thanks for hanging out with us today.
I feel like it's been so long.
It feels like it's been a long time for Sarah and I because I was on vacation.
Yeah.
And so we had to we recorded 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And so I haven't seen you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a minute. And also, I feel like the last time we talked, we were like, it's not snowing. And then...
Oh my gosh, and then it snowed so much.
Also...
People were probably listening to that,
being like, what?
What?
Yeah, we recorded early, guys. That's why. But, I saw there was, avalanches because you went to Tahoe, right?
Yeah.
I literally, I'm not going to lie, Kiki, I checked your location at one point because I was like... Is she where all the avalanches are? I need to know. But I also don't want to, text her and, interrupt her vacation. So I'm just going to stalk her really quick.
That is so... First of all, you can text me whenever, obviously.
I was like, is she okay?
No, but I had a friend do the same thing where my friend didn't know where the avalanches were. She was I hadn't even heard about them yet.
Yeah.
She just texted me, was like, hi, I checked your location and you're in Tahoe. Are you by the avalanches and are you okay? And I was like, yeah I am. Thank you.
I literally was doing, because I saw a TikTok about it, where the avalanches were. And I was like, I don't even know where that is or if it's close to her. So then I saw where you were. And then I was trying to figure out how close that was to where the avalanche. So I'm literally scrolling around Lake Tahoe trying to figure it out.
I feel so cared about, honestly.
I was like, is she alive? I need to know.
Yeah, thank goodness. I did see that and a couple people did message me and it was scary. So it kind of just got it was interesting because Tahoe gets a lot of snow and there wasn't that much snow, but it was really windy and it did start snowing a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was in South Lake Tahoe and there was an avalanche in North Lake Tahoe and it was super sad because it was the first day they'd opened that part of the resort. Yeah. And there was an avalanche and one person died actually. Yeah. So super, super sad.
Scary.
Just always really scary. There was someone else who was trapped under it, I guess. Yeah. And their helmet or their headgear or something basically ended up making a pocket of air. Yeah. Yeah. Which is crazy. And then that person was on the slopes the next day, I heard. So, yeah.
Dedication.
Wow. Yeah. But honestly, prayers to the family of everyone who was affected by that, and especially the person who died. That stuff is scary. Yeah. It's really scary.
I'm glad you're okay.
Me too. I'm really glad that I didn't have to deal with any of that. And I was in South Lake Tahoe. It was really windy on the last day. Okay. I'm a beginner snowboarder. Yeah. I'm on the green and blue slopes. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's where I'm chilling at. And I did get better. I was proud of myself. But there was one point where it was just I'm going down and just wind pushing back on me. And I'm like, oh.
Am I moving?
Literally. I was like, okay, I'm already pretty slow. So this isn't helping.
That's funny.
Yeah, but it was honestly really fun. It was cool. I love Tahoe. And I got to see my parents and stuff, which is always super fun. Yeah. And yeah, it was a good time.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything super crazy that happened. But honestly, it was just a great trip.
Yeah, just relaxing, which is good.
Yeah, it was honestly really relaxing. We did do a spa day, which was awesome.
That's what I've been trying to figure out what I want for my birthday because it's coming up. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah, because March is March
is so close.
And I've been I just want to go because I've never had a professional massage or anything like that. And I was I just want to go get a professional massage and just have a really relaxing day at a spa somewhere.
You have to. Okay, so I have so many thoughts about spas because I hadn't gone on a professional massage or done a spa ever until recently. This past year I went to my first spa ever and was I could be here all day. This
game changer.
It was a serious game changer. And then I've gotten a massage before, for the first time a few years ago. Yeah. But it wasn't in a spa, like a spa.
Yeah.
And especially like when you're in the mountains, there are some cool ones.
Yeah,
like,
there are.
There's a few cool ones. My boyfriend got that for me for my birthday last year. It was awesome. So I'll send you a few spas. You can send it to the hubby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tiger, if you're listening.
Tiger, don't worry. We'll get some your way. No, but I was like, whoa, is this the life for me?
Yeah.
I
Maybe.
want it to be.
Yeah.
I want to live a bougie life.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That sounds so nice.
Yeah, I think you would just love it.
Yeah.
100%. And there's always like a sauna and a hot tub and like all the amenities that you just, once you're in there or you get a service, you get to do.
Love that.
So it's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man. Crazy.
I hope you get that for your birthday.
Hopefully. I've been thinking long and hard because I feel like it comes up so fast.
Totally.
Like, even the holidays, like, I had no idea what I wanted when it, like, came.
Yep.
And so I was like, I need to, like, figure this out beforehand because it'll be, like, the week of. We're like, so what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, great question. I haven't thought about it, honestly.
The best thing is to be prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. That happens to me, too. I'm like, I don't know. Especially when you get older and you kind of just, like, get stuff that you want.
Yeah. And also, like, when you have your own money, you can...
Yeah.
You just buy yourself stuff.
100%.
That you want. And then it's like, crap, I don't know.
Totally.
I bought everything.
I feel like in those situations at this age, I'm like... I've had to think of, like, what are the big things that I've wanted? Because the little things I'll naturally just buy for myself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like... You guys could go in on this thing if you want, you know?
Seriously.
So that's when I got my Kindle. It was my birthday. That was a big one for me.
Love that.
Changed my personality. Just kidding.
I mean, I kind of. You became a reader.
It kind of did. Yeah, I finished a book when I was in Tahoe too. Love that. When I took a break in the lodge because it was really windy.
Yeah.
Finished one of my books.
Nice.
It was awesome. Yeah. How about you? How have you been, Sarah?
Been good. Nothing crazy's been happening.
Yeah.
I did a girls' night recently.
Fun.
And we did like pasta and painting is what we called it.
I love that.
And so me and a couple friends made like 3 different pasta dishes, and then a bunch of people brought like sides and like canvases and paint and stuff. It was very fun.
That is so fun.
I get like way too invested in what I'm painting though. And so like it's supposed to be this like relaxing fun thing, and I'm like sitting there stressed. So I need to work on that. But it was really fun. It was good.
I have been getting all of these fun girls' night like reels and TikToks on my feed. And that's been one of them, is like the pasta and painting.
No, I saw it and I sent to my friend a few weeks ago. And I was like, so, because me and her regularly do just like pasta nights, just us.
Cute.
Because we both have an addiction to pasta.
I was going to say,
who doesn't want pasta? Yeah, exactly. And so we like send recipes back and forth to each other, and then we like plan a day, and then like we make something. And so I saw this and I was like, hey, I feel like this is right up our alley and we could totally do it. Like, I have paint. And then it kind of became like this big thing. And I was like, hey, I don't have enough paint for everyone, but like if anyone else brings paint, like it will be fun.
Yeah.
And it turned out really fun. It was really good. So
that's so fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I think I sent one of those to one of my girlfriends. I saw another one, speaking of spas and everything.
Yeah.
That was a Girls Gone Mild weekend, and it was so cute to me.
That's actually so
Isn't
funny.
That so funny? They just went, I think it was like probably just like an overnight thing, and they like went to a spa and just like, I don't know, did stuff at home and whatever. Yeah. And I was just like, that is a whole vibe.
Yeah.
So there's some girls' night ideas.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. And so it's definitely fun. I definitely recommend. We each like we're very strategic in like who was making what pasta, and like we want to make sure they were all different. And like we all went grocery shopping, all 3 of us together.
Fun.
But like literally 2.5 hours before. And
wow.
So it was like we like lost track of time. We're like, crap, we like need to go get stuff. I've never been so efficient in my life. We were like, my friend was the one driving. She was dropping me and the other girl off to like pick things up at different stores. It was like crazy. And we still like made the pasta and got it all done like in a good time. And we did it all in one kitchen. Like we all cooked in the same kitchen.
Wow.
It was like, I don't know how we did it, honestly.
That's a lot of coordination.
Yeah, we were like, okay, so who's going to go first? Like what's being made first? It was, yeah.
Wow.
It was intense, but like we did it.
That sounds fun. It's funny you guys went to the store and everything together too.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know. We like didn't really communicate who's making what, and so I was like, we need to make sure they're all kind of different. So there's like a red sauce, a fettuccine, and then like a tomatoey cheesy feta sauce. Yeah.
Wow, I really want.
And then each pasta was different. Yeah, it was great. It was amazing.
That sounds so good.
And we had like different proteins. It was crazy. Like we really planned it out.
Sarah, you can't be saying this around lunchtime.
I know. I'm hungry too. Yeah. I had a smoothie today and that's it. So
wow. Oh, yeah. After this.
Yeah. Food. Maybe we go get pasta.
That's true. Maybe we grab pasta. I did buy stuff to make a pasta and I'm like, I need to make the pasta. I have to tell you that I have a homemade pasta maker.
Oh,
that I got one. Yeah, it's really good.
Love that.
It's really easy. It's like this machine, it spits it out for you.
Love that.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
Maybe one day we have our own little pasta day.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Anyways,
that's it with us.
It's kind of a lot.
Kind of.
But it's because we haven't like talked to you guys or talked to each other in a long time.
Yeah. Like, it's been a minute for us, so this was necessary.
Yeah. There's also been a lot happening in the sports world.
There has been. And we're just going to start off by talking about the women in the sports world.
Yeah.
Because if your algorithm is anything like Sarah and mine, Sarah and I's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our algorithm lately has just been a lot of dance.
Yeah.
A lot of dance content because it was college dance team's national championship. And so we're just getting the best routines.
Yeah. And I like didn't even know I was like on that algorithm.
It found us.
But man, I like every other video I swear was like a different school and a different dance. And yeah, I was here for it though. I'm a big fan.
There was a few really good ones. You sent me the LSU hip hop one.
Yeah.
Guys, so good. So clean.
Mm-hmm.
Their formations were so good.
Yeah.
They I love a theme.
Yeah.
Okay. And theirs was the Michael Jackson one, right?
Yeah.
I watched a lot, so I had to make sure I was getting that straight.
It was crazy.
So it was so fun because it's Michael Jackson. They have like hats and everything.
Yeah. The whole get up.
It was epic.
Yeah, it was super cool. And then you sent me, was it Minnesota?
Yeah, so Minnesota's
their jazz one.
The Minnesota jazz one went like super viral.
Yeah.
But when it came to the finals, they didn't actually win the finals. Ohio State won the finals. Okay. I know. Did I not send you I should send you the Ohio State one.
Yeah, you should send it to
There
me.
was a lot of controversy in the comments about this, every video, because half the people were like, ooh, I really liked Ohio State's because it was almost like emotional. Like you could tell at the end there was just a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
But Minnesota's was technically
so clean,
so difficult. They literally did an aerial, which is a no-handed cartwheel, landed on one foot,
and then went
into a fouette, which is like a really cool turn. I was like, they all did this. Every single dancer did this in sync. I was shocked.
Yeah, it was wild.
It was seriously insane.
I didn't even know what I was watching, really. It was crazy.
Right?
It's like, what is happening right now?
What is happening and how is it happening?
Confused, and like, the fact that they were so in sync the entire time, like not a single, like they didn't miss a single beat. And it was crazy.
It's so hard to be in sync when you're like turning that fast.
And like a lot of them.
So, yes.
You know what I mean?
There was like tons of them.
Maybe 3 or 4 of us could probably get in sync. I'm saying it like I could do anything that they did. But like getting an entire like group, 20 plus people to do that is insane.
It was insane. The difficulty level was crazy to me. So I was at like my boyfriend's family dinner and they were like, have you seen this? Searched it and then it was like all over my feed. That's all it'll take, guys.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Because
but like be warned, if you look it up, it might take over your feed.
And thank us later.
Yeah. Like as it should.
As it should. No, so shout out to just all the college dance teams out there that competed this past weekend. Those environments are like so intense but so fun. I love how you can hear the audience just like cheering so loud the whole time.
Yeah.
That's such a fun aspect of like dance and cheer and those types of competitions is like you're just like hyping people up as an audience member.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that.
No, it's so fun.
So huge shout out to them. Shout out to the winners, but also literally go look up the ones
Minnesota,
we talked about.
LSU.
Yeah.
I even saw UVU's, which was like pretty good.
Yeah, UVU's was really good too. Oh, I'm trying to remember what theirs was.
Their hip hop one.
They were in like all green.
Yeah, they had like some cool formations that they did.
That's right. I like their formations a lot.
Yeah.
This one, if you guys are curious, I think this is a UDA one. Mm-hmm. And BYU is known to be like really, really good, but they don't compete in this one. I think they compete in varsity or something like that.
I was wondering because I didn't see any BYU stuff, so I was like, maybe this is like a different competition than what they do. Yeah,
it's interesting. It's interesting with dance because there's different types of competitions you can go into, but those are like the two main ones I feel like, and BYU does compete in a different one.
Gotcha.
So if you were wondering, because BYU is kind of known for their dancers. Honestly, the Cougarettes are really good. They went viral when like the mascot dance with them years ago, and now like a bunch of places kind of have started to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty epic. So
shout out to them.
I can't wait. I need to watch more of these dances, honestly. But as for football, there's a few things going on in football.
A lot going on.
We talked about how the weather was cold. We weren't the only ones dealing with the cold.
Seriously.
The Chiefs-Dolphins game, you guys, was -4 degrees at kickoff, okay? And had a wind chill of -20 degrees.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like, to put it in perspective, a person took, like, a bottle of water out of a fridge.
Yes.
And it immediately froze.
Yeah, there's people who had pictures of their beer that was just frozen.
Yeah. So like cold, like painful. And like Tyreek Hill's out there in warm-ups in a tank top. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what?
Are you okay?
No, he was not. There's no way he was okay. What's crazy to me is it was the 4th coldest game in NFL history.
So there's been colder, which is wild.
That is insane to me. Sorry, we had to fix something. Anyways, that's insane to me. Yeah. That there's been even colder games.
I don't know if like the snow makes a difference because it wasn't snowing. It was just like cold.
No, it was just like
windy and cold.
Painfully cold. Yeah.
So cold that Andy Reid's mustache was frozen for the first half.
Tyreek Hill posted, like he tweeted after the game, was like, you guys really let me go out there with my lips looking this ashy because they were like frozen white somehow. Like it was just so insane.
Yeah.
The Chiefs won that 26-7. And of note, I saw this TikTok and this I felt like was a very valid question. This girl was like, listen, I'm just a girl, so don't hate on me for saying this. And I was like, we would never hate on you, sis. But her question was like, there's some indoor stadiums. Yeah. Why don't they make indoor stadiums?
Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, did you see this one? Why don't they make indoor stadiums for all NFL teams?
And I saw a response to it.
Yes, and that was what I was going to say.
Did you send this to me?
I might have sent it to you. Again, our feeds are the same, so it's hard to tell. But this guy responded to it and was like, I actually feel uniquely qualified to speak on this because I took a college class that was about how NFL stadiums are made and why and yada yada. And he was basically like, a really big part of it is just home field advantage.
Yeah.
If you're the Chiefs, you're used to playing in Kansas City where it gets freezing cold. Like this. Yeah. Or like the Packers, that's like a huge thing.
One, Buffalo
Bills, where it is home field advantage when you get a team like Miami who went and played there.
Yeah.
It's going to be really hard for Miami to play. So it kind of sucks, but it's going to suck more for the opposing team. So anyways, that worked in their favor, clearly.
Yeah, it's true.
And there was something, I wish I remembered the stat, but it was like a crazy stat where the Dolphins just have not played well in cold games.
Yeah.
They're not used to it. I was curious if they got there like a few days earlier or not.
Yeah, for it, but I thought so too.
But even then, I feel like even if you're there a few days early, it's not the same as living in
enough. It. Yeah, for sure. Also, all the like TikToks of people showing them
what
getting
they wore,
ready,
yes,
and how many layers they put on. And then I saw Alex Earl.
Yep,
and she has like maybe 2 or 3 layers on. I'm like. And she's like, hopefully I don't freeze. I'm like, honey, you're going to freeze. How have you not seen everyone else's TikToks?
Was she in a box?
She was.
I was going to say.
She should be fine, but even so, like, she even said, like, she was freezing.
Well, you had to walk from the car to the stadium.
Yes, this is true.
Even if your car's pulled up to the front.
It's true.
You will be outside for at least a couple minutes.
So funny. I was like, how are you not seeing all of these things that I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Like, you should know you need to wear more layers.
I liked her outfit. Did you see her outfit, though?
Cute.
It was cute.
Yeah.
Not warm enough.
No.
But cute. She had, like, all black on, and then it was almost like a retro-ish
it was a
Dolphins
vintage
jacket.
Dolphins jacket that, like, her aunt or something found at, like, a thrift store.
Oh, I didn't know that part. That's sick.
Oh, yeah. I watched her video.
Thanks, Sarah.
I got you. But yeah, it was like very oversized, very cute. And then she wore some like high heel boots. And I was like, honey, you're going to die. But you look cute. At least you're going to look cute.
Listen, we respect the dedication. I hope you are okay.
Yeah.
She wasn't the only one who had a cute little fit.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes, they had these custom made puffer jackets that were kind of matching, but obviously for their like,
their man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, for their man. I was like, can't say husband, can't say boy. Yeah, I was like, their man. And it was made by Kristen Juszczyk. So, for context, she is married to Kyle Juszczyk, who is like a really good player for the 49ers.
Yeah.
And Kristen's been making these custom jackets out of jerseys.
And not just jackets, but she's been doing like different shirts, like corset tops.
She's been doing puffer vests. She even did like boots.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah.
She's very, very talented. And she cuts them, sews them, does them herself.
Yeah, she like ties in different jerseys depending on who you want. Like what numbers, what names, whatever. And yeah, they turn out so good.
They turn out
and they've been
so good.
Getting popular, but then anything Taylor Swift touches turns to gold. So
facts.
Yeah.
And it turned to gold.
Yeah, it blew up everywhere.
It was just so fun to see too, because everyone was posting like, oh, Taylor Swift is here and look at her cool jacket.
Yeah.
And Kristen's husband, Kyle, who I mentioned before, who plays for the 49ers.
Yes.
He was hyping her up on every single post.
Yeah.
Like, he must have just searched Taylor Swift, found every post, and replied it, like, literally.
It could be the most random person, and he's on there being like, my wife made that, and, like, tags her.
Yes.
It was so cute.
I was so here for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the standard.
And I thought it was funny because you did send me this TikTok. I remember. And the end really hit me because it was like, in a world of Simone Biles' husbands, be Kyle.
Yes.
And I was like,
straight
wow.
Up. Straight
Say it
up.
louder.
And that is why we have an issue with Simone Biles' husband, because you need to be hyping up your wife. Yeah. You need to be hyping her up.
Like, doing crazy things.
They're doing crazy things. Like, the fact that he was so proud of her was so fun and so cool. When he's got so much going for him, but he's not worried about being outshone or shined, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he's not worried about her outshining him. He just knows, like, we both can be so successful and support each other. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah. I agree.
Did you see that Simone Biles' husband kind of, like, doubled down on what he said?
Yeah, I think you also sent me that.
Ugh.
And I just, like, just stop.
No.
Like, it's okay to be wrong.
Agreed.
It's okay to be wrong and admit that you're wrong. Because right now you're just, like, you're digging the hole deeper for yourself.
Yes, it would have been better for him to be like, I didn't think people would take it that way. Yeah. I think Simone is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, literally something as simple as that.
Yes.
Would have been great.
Yeah.
Did we get that?
No. It's fine. We'll get over it, maybe.
Maybe. We'll let you know if we ever do.
Yeah.
Currently struggling.
Yeah.
That was super cool though, and just like a fun thing. I love to see the women shine.
Yeah.
Which reminded me, because Chiefs, obviously I'm gonna think Momma Kelce.
Yes.
Sarah and I have a friend named Ashlyn. Did you see the story that she posted?
No. I saw this on here and I was very confused if you're talking about that Ashlyn or a different Ashlyn. Wait, what?
Our friend Ashlyn met the one, the only.
I'm dead.
Donna Kelce.
Stop it right now. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Wait, where? Okay, explain, because I did not see this.
Yeah, so she posted a selfie on her story, and I was like, I'm sorry. I need every little detail.
Yeah.
So, and now I'm forgetting what game it is. That's what I forgot to write down. But Ashlyn went to a game because her neighbors, like, are on the roster or something, or their son's on the roster or something like that. And so Ashlyn went to a game getting tickets that are kind of like the family and friends type of tickets. Yeah. And so because of that, she was in close proximity to Donna Kelce.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So when they first were walking into the game, she said that she saw her and she was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, it's Momma Kelce.
I love that Momma Kelce is like, has that effect on people.
Yeah. Of course.
Yes. But I love that.
She's a celebrity in her own right.
Yeah. And not all moms are. So
I know. Love that. It's so cool that that fans of the game are fans of her, Donna, right? Yeah. It is so cool.
Yeah.
So she saw her and she was kind of just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? She wasn't like that close. So she was just like, hi, Donna. And like waved at her.
Same.
I know, right? I'm like, that's literally what I would do. She said she was, quote, frozen in fear, just like in awe.
Yeah.
But Donna turned around and like waved back and she lost her mind, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. So she didn't go up to her or anything because she was like, she's kind of far. And she's like, you know what? In hindsight, too, like, as everyone's walking into the game, that's like not the best time to just like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So that was kind of it. But like, she was like nice and sweet and like smiled and as she waved back and whatever. And she was kind of sad she didn't get a picture. She's like, I know it wasn't like a best time, but like, I don't know if anyone's even going to believe me, you know?
Yeah.
Which is valid because I'd be like, you didn't get a picture. But then later they went up and there's like kind of a food court area and her family had split up. And so her and her mom went to go like somewhere else separate than her family to get food.
Yeah.
And when they did, her mom was like, Ashlyn, oh my gosh, look, it's Donna Kelce again.
Again, it's a sign.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so she's like, oh my gosh, and her mom's like, just go ask her for a picture. And she's like, okay. So she like walks up to her, she's like, hi, Donna, like, I'm so sorry, but like, could I get a photo with you? Like, I'm a big fan. And Donna was just like, yeah, absolutely. I'm running a little bit late, so just like walk with me and we'll like take a picture, whatever.
Yeah.
But as they were walking with her, Ashlyn was just like, I like seriously love you. I think you're the greatest. And Ashlyn's mom was like, you've also just raised like such good boys. Like you're such a great mom.
Yeah.
And Donna was like, thank you. Everyone's just so supportive. They've been so nice. And Ashlyn was like, yeah, like it's so fun to see your boys, but it's so fun to like see your whole family and everything. Yeah. And this is literally my favorite part. She's just like, oh, thank you. Like, it's so nice that, this is what Donna said. She's like, thank you. It's so nice that everyone's been so supportive of the family. I just wish I had like some cookies to give you or something.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Literally the most like motherly answer.
Yes.
I've ever heard in my life.
Literally. And I just wouldn't even know what to say. I'd be like, I wish I had some too. Which, Ashlyn was like,
honestly, I wouldn't eat them though. Like, I would find a way to like
store it forever.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like, put it in a glass box and be like, this is Donna Kelce's cookie.
Yeah.
You know?
So funny. Like, it would just sit in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, lit up in a spotlight or something.
Yeah. Seriously. With like flashing lights around
it. Right? Oh. So yeah, then Ashlyn was just like, oh, I wish I did too. And she's like, maybe someday you can try them. And Ashlyn's like, thanks. And so then she took the picture with her. And Donna was like, enjoy the game, sweetie. And like,
love it.
Said goodbye to her. Isn't that
so
cute?
Iconic.
And it was, Ashlyn was like, I think she tells everyone to like walk and take a picture with her just because then she's like not as noticeable and she can still like get to where she needs to go. She's like, so my sister ended up seeing her.
If she stops, then people could like start forming a line or smart.
So very smart, Momma Kelce.
Yeah.
But I had to tell you that.
No, that is amazing.
That you hadn't seen it.
No, I hadn't. So I'm so glad that you brought it up. But that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's the exciting craziness. Anyways, we can continue on now.
Yes.
I don't know how we will ever recover.
Yeah, seriously. But more NFL stuff.
I
think almost everyone in the country is celebrating this loss.
Yeah, the Cowboys lost, and it's crazy because they say they're America's team, but truthfully, when the Cowboys lose, America wins. Yeah. So
Facts. That's so funny.
So it is what it is.
Also, did you see a couple days before the game, Dak Prescott's interview about, like, manifesting going to the Super Bowl?
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. So...
Oh, no.
Apparently, in, like, an interview, he straight up said, like, he, like, just thinks it's going to happen this year. He's even trying to manifest it in, like, every way possible, like, giving himself reminders to, like, get there. And one of them was, like, he straight up was buying, like, the Louis Vuitton bags that say LV on it because this year's Super Bowl's in Vegas, Las Vegas.
This is
so
he
bad.
Straight
up, like, bought Louis Vuitton for him and his wife or his spouse. I don't know if they're married. His significant other to, like, as a reminder for that. And I'm like...
Listen, I don't know. If I were her, I'd be like, at least I got some bags.
Yeah. But also, like, what? How? Like, it doesn't really tie in that well.
Sometimes I feel like athletes are being the most extra.
Yeah.
Anything to make the headlines.
Yeah.
You know
and they lost really bad guys to the Packers.
It was like they got wrecked.
Yeah.
So don't think that some random association will help because that was not
Maybe you should just play better.
No, that's honest. That's the thing too. It's like that was like, do you remember it was like Michigan? Oh no, who won the Rose Bowl?
Oh gosh.
I forget. This year I forget who won the Rose Bowl, but they were like, they didn't touch a single rose the week leading up to the Rose Bowl. And I was like, okay, but...
So dramatic.
Are they regularly around that many roses? Like, maybe when they walked in the stadium or if there was, like, a parade or something, but I feel like it's not that hard. And also, seems a little dramatic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's things like that where I'm like,
really?
We're just making random headlines about ourselves now.
Yeah.
Because it gets attention.
For sure.
Whatever. We do, though, on a, like... This is even crazier. We had some crazy coaching changes in the football world.
Yeah. You've probably already seen it, but we'll start with the NFL just because we've been talking NFL. But Bill Belichick, he was the head coach for the Patriots for ever.
It was like him and Tom Brady and Robert Kraft that had like the dynasty with the Patriots.
And he finally decided it was time for him to step away from the Patriots. I don't think he's retiring.
This is what's kind of interesting is he hasn't said he's retired.
He hasn't said that, but, like, where do you go from here?
That's the thing. Like, he could go coach another team, of course, but it's also kind of like, he totally could retire. He's old enough.
Yes.
If you don't know, he could retire.
Yes.
So, and at that point, you've just made so much money, you don't need to keep coaching
for sure.
if you don't want to. So, TBD on whether or not he's, like...
And, like, the end of an era.
Either way, it is the end of an era.
And then there was another end of the era, but in college football, Nick Saban, the head coach for Alabama, again, for forever, went on a whole dynasty, has been crazy successful, retired. So he's not There's speculation that he's not going to, like, fully retire, but, like, he said he's retiring.
Yeah. You know how it is in the sports world.
Yeah. I mean, Tom Brady.
Hello,
yeah. But
Nick Saban was... And there
was, like, a crazy stat that not a single recruit went 4 years with Nick Saban that was, like, recruited by Nick Saban, went 4 years with Nick Saban without making it to a national championship.
That's insane.
Not necessarily winning, but they made it.
That's
one of their 4 years.
That tells you everything you need to know.
Crazy.
There was a lot of clips too that just like showed him talking to his players, and it just showed his character of like how he sees his team. Yeah. And anyways, so he's one of the GOATs. Yeah. So congratulations to him on a very, very successful career.
Tragic though. End of 2 eras.
Yeah.
Football's like not gonna be. I'm like, it's not gonna be the same.
I know. Football has changed. So I feel like you see those videos where it's like truly is just different now or whatever, and it shows like the icons and
it's crazy
between the players and the coaches and all the changes. It's just like, wow.
Yeah,
it's different.
It's a little sad, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
it seemed like it was getting to that point.
Well, people were saying too, they were like, he should retire because even though he didn't win the national championship, they were like, with the team he had, this year, it was such a struggle, and he was able to get them where they are.
Yeah.
That's, like, got to be one of his best accomplishments, honestly.
It's very true.
So, anyways, I just think, like, it's still a good note for him to go out on. Anyways, now we are going to we didn't tell you what we're doing today. We're outside of just us talking.
Yeah.
We're just going to do a little mini who's in the playoffs and why we like them without talking about them on the field, really.
Yeah.
We're not going to be bringing up stats and things like that. This is more just a very quick overview of some teams we like in the NFL playoffs because the playoffs are here, they're starting, and yeah, we just want to touch on it a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's been like a wild playoffs.
Yeah.
And so, I think the first team I'm going to bring up, and I think it's ironic that I become kind of a fan of this player. It's more about the player, not the team. But I don't know if you saw the drama with the Houston Texans and CJ Stroud and his interview that he had after his win.
No, I don't think so. I get a lot of stuff about him. I'm surprised.
So I think most people have come to find that, like, CJ Stroud begins every interview or press conference with the first and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. There's like a whole compilation. Thank you.
I got you.
Of like just those clips from like different interviews and stuff. And I respect that. And, you know, he went to Ohio State, but we don't have to talk about that. He's a great guy.
He really
seems like a great guy.
Yes.
And he's a rookie QB, and the fact that he's doing what he's doing is crazy. But after their playoff win this past weekend, they did like an on-field interview with him on NBC. And he starts it like normal with, first and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And then they posted this interview on social media.
Did they clip it out?
And they cut it out. And it became drama because then the Texans took that same interview that, like, they ripped it from the social media of that broadcast, and they posted it, and it still didn't have, like, him saying, like, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And it, like, blew up, and people were not happy. And
100%.
As they should be.
Because this is kind of one of those things where it's just happened a lot in sports where people speak what they believe. They use their platform, and that's kind of what he's doing. Yeah. Which is something that before I knew you were going to say the Texans, I just also put that in there because I really like him. He is him in every sense of the way, but like he's also very confident but very like humble at the same time. Yeah. And
he's not cocky.
Yeah, exactly.
He has a good balance.
Yes. And as like a religious person myself, I think it's cool that he just like speaks on what he believes constantly.
And it's nothing extra. Like he's not getting up there and giving a sermon or anything. He literally is just like quick, short, and to the point. And I have such a problem with it. And I was like, well, I don't know if they're my favorite team, but I'm a fan of him. So I put him on there. But yeah, that was like some drama that's been happening. And like, man, I don't know if Houston's going to respond about it because they're like, the comment section on those posts are going crazy.
I really need to look at that because I did not. It makes sense.
I'm not surprised.
Like, because that's, especially if you're a fan of him, like, you know that that's like a big
part of
like that's just it's something he does always, so it's just like to take that away is kind of just not
I'm not surprised with, like, I think it was NBC who did it, but the fact that the Texans then didn't put effort to go clip the original
I think
is what is my issue. Like,
I think that is and I wonder if that's just them not thinking. Do you know what I mean? Where they literally just ripped it.
It was malicious.
Right.
But it was like, come on. Yeah. Do your due diligence.
And that's what it is. It feels like they just didn't.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, someone's probably really in trouble for that.
Yeah. Anyways, that was my first one. I just kind of jumped in, but I just had to get it out there.
That's great. this is tough because we are pre-recording this. So one that I'm going to throw out there that we'll see if how long they're in the playoffs for is the Bills.
Because they play the day we're recording
honestly,
this.
They're playing really soon.
Yeah.
So hopefully they win for my purposes of saying this. But if not, it's just a great little educational piece for everyone. But only the main reason that I'm like, I just kind of like them is because I think their fans are insane.
Yeah.
And I think
Talk about diehard.
Yes.
Bills Mafia, I think is what they're called.
They call themselves Bills Mafia.
Are diehard.
They are diehard. And what I like about them though is they're diehard, but they're
not aggressive about it.
Yes.
They're obnoxious about it.
And at least in my experience, people don't hate them.
Yeah.
They're not like Cowboys fans that are diehard that people are like, please stop.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, whoa, you keep doing your own thing over there.
Yeah.
Like Bills Mafia, literally, this has become their thing where they like body slam onto tables.
Yes.
They like jump on things. I don't even know why, but they do that like tailgating. Yeah. So it's just like, it's their thing.
Yeah.
And their game tonight is another one, or not even tonight, literally today, literally now, past tense for you guys. It's one, though, that's so snowy that fans have gone and, like, started shoveling because...
The Bills reached out.
Yes, because the Bills were like, we'll pay people, like, $20 an hour or whatever if you come shovel snow for us.
Yeah.
Because their whole stadium is super snowy.
Literally buried.
Yes, like seats buried.
Yeah.
So... honestly, I'm just kind of like, the fans are putting in work.
Yeah, respect.
So I respect them, and I want them to be happy.
Yeah.
Also of note, remember that their quarterback, Josh Allen, is dating Haley Steinfeld, I think is how you say her last name. She's a famous singer, and that's just kind of fun.
Yeah.
So for all of those reasons, I'm like, hopefully by the time you're listening to this, they've won.
Yes. Did you see the fan that, like, slid down the, like...
Yes.
So... to get the snow out of the stadium, they set up like this slide almost that you put the snow on and it slides down, I'm assuming, into some sort of dumpster or something so you can like haul it out of the stadium. And he like jumped in the slide because I guess some snow got stuck. And so he jumps in the slide and starts sliding down, like pushing the snow
beneath
shirtless.
Him. Yes.
Might I add.
I'm telling you, they're
cold.
Intense.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, much respect.
For honestly. The fans alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
My next one is the Detroit Lions, for lots of reasons. One, my old roommate, Caitlin, she also used to work with us.
True, shout out to Caitlin.
Diehard Lions fan. And I talked to her about this because Michigan also just won the national title.
Yeah.
It was during the game, I texted her, I was like, so how are you doing? Because this could be either a really good month for you or like a really bad month for you. And anyways, they also have some pretty diehard fans that have been around for a long time. And the Lions have not been good. So, like, you really have to be, like, there's no bandwagoners with the Lions.
Yeah.
You know?
I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
No, totally.
So, their game was against the Rams and Justin Herbert, who played, I believe, was it for the Lions or for Michigan? One of the two. He has a tie to Detroit, and he plays for the Rams now. He's the quarterback for the Rams. And so him going into Detroit was like a big deal.
Justin Herbert? Or do you mean Jared? I thought it was
Jared Goff also used to play for the Rams. So
yes,
there's a lot
there
of
was
tie-ins.
Jared Goff, and then there was I'm thinking there's another player I'm thinking of, but you keep going. You keep going.
Because I know the Rams quarterback has
a
tie-in with Detroit, and there's a lot of fans of him there. And so there's like just a lot of overlap with those games. And like Eminem.
Matthew Stafford. That's who you're trying to say, right?
Did I say Justin? Who did I say? Justin
you said
Herbert?
Justin Herbert, which is Chargers.
I'm so sorry.
Same stadium.
I confused the LA teams.
That's why I was like,
Matthew Stafford.
and then I was getting my quarterbacks confused. Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is the quarterback of the Rams, has a tie-in with Detroit. Lots of fans there. Eminem, Detroit native. Did you see his video?
No.
So before the game, he came out and like posted to social media begging Matthew Stafford to like give them this one. He's like, let us just have this one. Come on, Matthew. Like, I rapped for you and all this stuff. And it was just like so funny that like again, the fans, they're just so diehard. Eminem, huge Lions fan, so diehard, and like puts out this social media thing. I just thought it was really funny. And then another fan, they showed on the broadcast, he's been a Lions ticket holder for 66 years.
Whoa.
And they finally, it's been 32 years since they won a playoff game. And they finally won. And so they gave him a shout out because he's just like so happy. Like
he's been there for it all.
Deserve this, you know?
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. I'm just rooting for the Lions because they've just always been the underdog in every sense of the word. And they're finally having success. And so I'm happy for them.
The thing I didn't love about the Lions, I will say, is they booed Matthew Stafford as he walked in. And he left there, and when he left, it wasn't like bad terms.
Yeah.
So that was a little weird to me, but fans get a little
aggressive
and caught up in that stuff. But it's true. Exciting that they finally...
Yeah. They finally
are there.
Getting a win, you know?
Getting a win. The next one is the most obvious for me, and the only reason I didn't start with it is because the Bills, it's very timely, but... Obviously, for me, it's the 49ers.
Yeah,
okay?
I wanted to say them, but I knew I needed to let you have this
Thank you so much. Respectfully, thank you so much. I love this team for so many reasons.
Yeah.
But if I'm going purely off the field, you guys, the wives and girlfriends on this team are powerful women. Yeah. Okay? Like...
We already mentioned one.
Did we? Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Kristen, yeah. Seriously, like, there's so many. So, a few of my favorites are Sydney Warner, Kristen Juszczyk, Olivia Culpo. I don't know why I struggle saying her last name. So sorry. And Claire Kittle. Those are a few of my favorites. Yeah. And what I love is they're all kind of like, they all kind of have their own thing going for them.
They're all kind of different.
Yeah. Like,
and like personality and everything.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, and just kind of have their, I don't know, they just have different things.
Yeah.
So Sydney was on The Bachelorette before she met Fred Warner.
Yeah.
Which now they're married and she's pregnant, which is so exciting. So they're like about to start a family. And then Olivia, who's dating Christian McCaffrey, she, hold on, I need to make sure I get this all straight. Okay, yes. Where did I write hers down? I am like, this is so much. Okay, yeah. So Olivia was former Miss Universe, which... Casually. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, so cool. Claire Kittle met George Kittle in college. They both were at the University of Iowa, and she played women's basketball there. So I just think that's sick that she's, like, a former athlete herself. And then we already talked about Kristen Juszczyk and, like, all she's doing with her fashion line and everything and how Kyle is super supportive of her. Like, I just think that all around, like, the storylines of these couples are so cool. And I'm just, like... I'm just so here for them. Mm-hmm. So that's a big reason. And then also just the fact that Brock Purdy is the quarterback.
Yes.
Is awesome. We've talked about him and how he was literally picked last in the draft, making him Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah.
And it just is really insane because he is like, honestly, not making a lot of money because he's still on his rookie contract.
This is true.
And so there's just a lot of crazy little things that I'm like, well, it's even crazy that he's there and this is what the team is around. And like,
yeah. No.
I love my Niners.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of them too. My husband is a big Niners fan.
Yeah.
So casually I am too. And I was trying to find what she says to him, because have you seen the videos of what her like pregame pep talk to George Kittle?
No, what does she say?
I'm trying to.
I've seen videos of them before the game, like
she
together,
like every single game before they start. Sorry, that's what I was trying to find while you were talking.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine.
She like.
They basically have some type of like pre-game ritual where she says something like, specific to him.
Go kick butt or something like that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I've seen this. I didn't know that she did it every single game.
Yeah, literally every game. Yeah, and so I think that's so cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
But, I love them.
Big fan of the Niners. I'm really rooting for them.
Same. This is the year.
Another one that, like, the Green Bay Packers. And I just, again, talking quarterbacks, Jordan Love, he has local ties to Utah. He played at Utah State.
Yeah.
And honestly, this might be mean, but, like, he wasn't anything crazy.
No, it's not mean because you and I went, like...
We've seen him play in college.
Him play in college.
Yeah.
He actually had a lot of interceptions.
Yeah. And so he got drafted to the Green Bay Packers while Aaron Rodgers was still there.
Yeah.
And kind of got mentored by Aaron Rodgers, like put in the time, paid his dues.
Yeah.
And really like soaked everything in to be able to now start for them.
Mm-hmm.
And he has really popped off. And so like just his character development as a person and as a player is just like so crazy to me. Because again, he wasn't doing the greatest things in college, and for him to go and like learn and really like grow, I just think is awesome.
It is really cool. I saw a crazy stat. Did I send this to you?
No, but I was going to bring up something else too.
The amount of times Sarah and I also say, did I send this to you? Anyways, did I send this to you? His stats as like the first time he kind of was the starter compared to the stats of CJ Stroud, who we talked about with the Texans earlier, and the first time he was a starter, literally identical except for like 2 yards off in terms of like their completion, their yards, their completion percentage, their yards completed, their quarterback rating. There was like 2 others that were literally the exact same, which I just thought was random but crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
So it's just kind of fun. Like, obviously, CJ Stroud is like a true rookie, but it's fun to see like young guys ball out.
For sure. And then I was going to say, because you did send this to me, he helped someone's niece out of a snowdrift. Did you see this?
Oh, I did see that. I forgot.
And there's like this selfie of this random girl, and Jordan Love like helped her in the snow, which I just think like, okay.
And she's like a Packers fan, so it was epic for her.
Yeah.
She's like stuck in the snow waiting for someone to come.
It was her birthday, apparently.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm reading this
I forgot about
now,
that.
but it was her birthday, and literally her favorite quarterback came and like saved the day. Which I just love that like he's just he's just a guy, you know?
Yep. No, he's just a guy, but
so that was my other one.
That's cool.
Jordan Love.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
My last one I'll say is I kind of debated doing this one or not, but a part of me is still rooting for them, and it's the Eagles. Mm-hmm. And it's because of, obviously, Momma Kelce. It's because I wouldn't be surprised if Jason Kelce, who we love, retires after this year.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to win it all because I want the Niners to win it all.
Yeah.
But, like, I would like for him to go out on, like, a good note. Mm-hmm. And the season hasn't been as dominant as it, like, kind of was expected to be.
Yeah.
So I think for that reason, also for the brotherly shove, which might get banned by the NFL, we've talked about this, how they're just really good about like a very specific play, which is called the QB sneak, where they literally just shove the QB
forward,
and they do it when it's like 4th and 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
And they call it the brotherly shove because Philadelphia is like the city of brotherly love. And anyway, so it's a brotherly shove. But because they're so successful at it, the NFL is like debated if they should just ban it. And I just think they need to keep doing it all season as long as possible in case it does get banned. Also, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love Jalen Hurts.
His entire management team is females.
Yes.
And that's like extremely epic and not very common.
Yeah.
So from like his agent to his marketing professionals, like everyone's female that basically leads his team.
Yeah.
And Nicole Lynn, his agent, I don't know if it's still the case because contracts kind of always are changing.
Yeah.
But at the time, she negotiated the highest contract in the NFL for any player ever with him. So I just think it's really cool that he has that type of management team, and I want them to be successful.
Yeah.
And also totally separate, but I've seen a lot of clips lately where people kind of make fun of how inspirational Jalen Hurts is in post-game press conferences, and I want more funny videos of that.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Those are my reasons.
I agree. I don't have any ill will towards Eagles.
Yeah, so. I just don't.
And yeah, Jason he's a fan favorite.
He is. He's so cool.
But man, those are some of the things.
Those are some of the, if you're wondering, what teams you should root for or need it off the field, those are some reasons for you to root for some teams. Pick your favorite.
Yeah.
Or pick one we didn't even talk about because there are more.
There are.
But we're not going to talk about all of them because that would take all day long.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, that's all we have though, right?
Yeah.
Those were your teams?
Yeah, those are mine.
And those are mine. Guys, thanks so much for listening. As always, if you leave us a rating, we'll super appreciate it.
Yeah.
You guys are fantastic. And thanks for being our shot callers. But that's all we have on Calling
The
Shots. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.